We're going to, I'm going to show you how to annotate using Google Sheets or Google Docs. First thing we have to do is make sure that we're in the suggesting mode, right? This is going to allow us to read the article and edit right on there, but everything that we edit are going to become suggestions. So remember the things that we're going to do. We are going to define words that we don't know. So to do that, we're going to make the words bold and define them in the margins. We're going to underline things that we think are interesting. We're going to put question marks by things that we don't know or have a question about. We're going to put exclamation points for things that we found interesting. And instead of arrows, because arrows are kind of hard on this thing, to make connections, we're just going to maybe change the font, change the color, and then write in the margins what we're doing. So I'm going to start here. Public and scholarly interest in the African American banjo tradition has been piqued in recent years by a movement along many African Americans to reclaim the banjo. All right, I don't know what piqued is, so I'm going to select it. I'll make it bold. Okay, then you go over here and you're able to make a comment. Since I'm on the computer, I'm going to right-click and look, define piqued. It says my definition right there, stimulate interest or curiosity. I'll copy that and put it right here. There we go. I've annotated that piece of vocabulary that I didn't know. Groups such as the Carolina Chocolate Drops and the Ebony Hillbillies and individual performers such as Dom Flemons, Rhiannon Giddens, Jaron Blind Boy Paxton, Taj Mahal, and Otis Taylor have taken up or continued to play the banjo. You know, I know Taj Mahal. Not personally, of course, but I am going to make a connection here. So I know Taj Mahal and have some of his music. I'll have to check that out later. Right. Where are we? And Otis Taylor have taken up or continued to play the banjo. Interested people from diverse backgrounds are coming together to share information online as sites such as the Black Banjo, Then and Now Group, the Banjo Sightings Database, and Banjology. At least 2 major conferences have also investigated the African American banjo traditions. I have no idea what this means. 2 major conferences. So I'm going to put a question mark there. I'll put what is a conference. I mean, I know what a conference is, but I don't think I know what a conference is in this context. Right. There are many people newly interested in this topic. However, they soon have the same realization that ethnomusicologist, oh God, I don't know what ethnomusicologist is. Bold. Let's do this again. Define ethnomusicologist. Oh, wait, I didn't do the. Let's do the whole thing. Ethnomusicologist. Oh. Try again. Well, it's not working. Let's see here. There we go. Study of music from the cultural and social aspects of the people who make it. Great. I'll copy that. I'll go back to my thing. Close this. Ethnomusicologist. Put it in there. Great. Greg Adams mentions in just a few minutes into Give Me Banjo. You can't talk about the history of the banjo if you can't talk about racism, slavery, misogyny, appropriation, exploitation, all the things that run counter to what we love about the banjo. We're at a point in our understanding of the history of this instrument that it's no longer accepted to acceptable to pretend these other things don't exist. Huh. I think that's interesting. You can't talk about the banjo without talking about all these things. That's interesting. I'm going to underline that. No instrument reflects the complicated history of the United States of America better than the banjo, as we know it today. It has a multicultural and multiracial creation with roots in Africa. I guess I didn't really know it had roots in Africa, so I am going to put an exclamation point there. So I find that interesting. I didn't know that it had roots, not suits, roots in Africa. Okay. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going through the article. I'm highlighting things that I don't know, making them bold. Misogyny. I don't know what misogyny is. Oh, okay. I'm underlining things that I find are interesting. I'm putting question marks and exclamation points for things I have questions about and I find are cool. And I'm changing the color. Oh, we didn't do something that I was making a connection. The popularity of the banjo and the music played on it was crucial to the early cultural exchange between blacks and whites in this country, and that interchange was essential to the creation of our first popular music, the music of minstrelsy, as well as our most unique music, jazz. I am familiar with some jazz, so I will change the color of this. Change it to green, because this is a connection. I am familiar with lots of jazz. So this is a way that I can go through electronically and annotate this article, which is something we're going to do soon, like now.